Okay,
Yeah,
sige.
it's like you came up with an answer inquiry.
Yes.
Clarification lang, kasi nga, nagdadawit yung PIPC sa PITC.
Sa PIPC.
PITC. How
Correct.
are you not affiliated to them now?
Originally, we don't deny that the person, chairman, owner of PIPC Corp, Michael Yu, was at one time also a major stockholder of PIPC until 2004. That's why it was stated there. It was clearly stated there that he is no longer involved in the company since June 2004. There are already new principals, and we never anymore have any communication whatsoever with Mr. Liu. So hence no relationship.
No relationship.
No,
Sir,
no
how
more.
does it exactly work po? Kasi nga po yung complainant. Paano po ba yung guarantee ng return?
There's no guarantee. That's what I've been saying even kanina. Never. It's impossible to guarantee. This is a trading. Like when you trade, you buy and sell. So definitely there's no guarantee that you will make money. And we specify that not only in the disclosure statements and in the contract, maybe in two different provisions in the contract. We have a letter submitted to the clients, likewise stating that there's a risk, inherent risk in this business. And assuming they didn't read it, any of it, our officers in the company have one-on-one discussions and meetings with the clients to make sure that they really understood what they're getting into. Particularly our compliance officer, which is not sales related, no. And we specifically did that to make sure that there's a check and balance in our company, in our operation.
Yung ano lang, sir, pang layman. If I were an investor, I give out, say, $1,000.
No, not 1,000. It's much bigger than that because it's just like opening a business. So that's why we call this a business of trading, a trading business. And if you want to, just like buying stocks, that's why a lot of our clients are involved in stocks trading as well. So it's the same principle. You buy and then you sell when it's the price is better. So you take some benefits and profits.
Sir, and PSEC, how does PSEC go about it?
We just simply provide them with a platform, a trading platform, where they can execute the trades. Just like in stocks also, meron ng online trading sila. You click on the button if you want to buy, and then later on, if you think you made money, you close it. You sell. You close the particular account, and then you realize your profits. If of course,
minimum investment.
Well, the minimum so far is between $10,000 and $20,000. Of course, it's up to what the client wants to put. There's no real minimum. Of course, it should not go below that because we feel it's not enough and sufficient to really undertake a good trade. So, but other clients probably may be open to putting more than that.
So in short, sir, parang ba, forex broker kayo or stock?
We're just a broker. We're a broker in between participants in the foreign exchange market. So we provide information, we provide a platform where they can execute their trades.
And then you advise them kung saan mag-
Well, the advices are coming from the subscriptions that we get from the experts in this kind of business. And that's what we put in our website in the form of newsletters, in the form of currency trackers, all this information that we summarize, that we provide to the clients for them to use and hopefully benefit from. So we do that the 24 hours almost to provide up-to-date information to our clients regarding the financial markets.
So sir, malinaw yan sa clients niyo? Like,
yes.
trading in stocks, di ba? Parang
Malinaw na malinaw. Kasi, as I said, most of our clients are knowledgeable. And if ever there are some clients like this one who is related to an agent of ours, of course that's their prerogative and privilege to invite their families. But we don't leave it only at the level of our agents to discuss. We, as I said, there are check and balances. We up to the senior level and our compliance officer level. These are rediscussed with clients, and they are reminded of all the risks that are inherent in this business, and that the need to be on top of the trading transactions at all times, because this is their business, it's not ours. So they have to do well in their own business.
Sir, this is the first time
allegations that you're being linked to a scam?
Yes, related to a PIPC type of a scam, yes. Of course, there has been instances in the past that they generalize FX brokers as all scams. So I guess we have already answered that because the courts already has already have come up with that decision that we are not involved in any illegal activities.
So would you be taking any legal action against those who have filed a complaint?
Well, I would not think of that, no, because I just wanted to clarify that there is no basis in their complaints, no, that we have already apprised them of entirely of what they're getting into, and that they understood all of it. No? If they didn't read the contracts, which we always presume our clients don't read, then we will still discuss this with them personally on a higher level to make sure that they really understood. Look, these are educated people, these are business people, and they understand everything that we have said and explained to them.
Sir, yung raid sa office ninyo last week,
Yeah.
illegal ba yun?
Illegal? Well, you know, there is a basis. Sabi nila, may search warrant sila. So, of course, we always consider search warrants as duly signed by the court as legal. So, we never stop them from doing what they want to do. But, of course, we will question that because it's supposed to be based on a particular complaint. So, that's what we're going to question and try to quash. But, of course, the damage has been done, right? So, that's why I wanted to make it very clear, particularly for the media, that these allegations are all false. And there are a lot of inaccuracies that the media has presented, starting from that particular raid and followed by some other media who presented this on a feature film. A lot of inaccuracies because they edited a lot of important things that should not be edited, especially the words that these are not guaranteed, that there are risks involved. So these were all missed from the particular presentation.
Sir, how has the company been affected so far? Have there been investors na nag-pull out?
There were a few. I would say a few. Honestly, we immediately discussed this with our clients. And almost all our clients understand us. So they're even saying, why are they doing this to you? That's why I'm fully glad that our clients really understood the businesses, how we presented it to everyone. Of course, these are isolated cases. I said these complainants who have appeared suddenly have all been instigated by the fact that we are being alleged to be linked with PIPC. And if we were not linked with PIPC, I doubt that they will even come out in the open because they really understood the risks of the business from the very start. So that's how I figure this out. So there may be a number of them, fine. But all of these people, the ones who lost in their trades. And these are legitimate losses. So maybe even if I'm one of them, I would have done the same thing. Because if I'm linked to a scam company, naturally I will also question, right?
Sure, so the investors can pull out their investments anytime. And the company
anytime.
will be financially
Of course. We had no question whatsoever regarding inability to give whatever funds the clients wanted to withdraw. We even pay it within 24 hours. Unlike others who probably, although in the contract it says within 7 days, we pay it within 24 hours because we don't want them to think that we have used their funds somewhere else. It's intact, and we are not even commingling it with our operating funds.
Sir, during the raid, the NBI took some of your belongings, like of course the computers.
And records and even TV sets. I don't know why. But even maybe they'll see something which I don't see in TV sets and in printers and photocopiers. So
have they been returned?
Oh no, because they're still under the process until this operation has been quashed. We would not be able to get them back.
So sir, at present, is PFEC operating or temporarily muna na?
No, we're operating because we are not closed down. They were just searching, and I don't know what they want to find. But we are operating because we have responsibility to our clients, and our clients have been totally been apprised of what has so far been going on, and they have been reading the papers because we have been coming up with notices, as you may have read. Not only these past 2 days, but even in the previous week, we have come up with some advisories stating that we are not related. But I guess nobody just simply accepts it as it is. So we just have to come up with a more clear explanation of this in the advisory that came out yesterday and today.
So si Michael, di ba, since 2004 pa yan, di ba?
Since 2004, wala na siya
Tinanggal
sa-
niyo po ba siya or there's something?
Oh no, he just simply divested all his ownership. He sold it entirely to another group. So that's from 2004, and since then we are being controlled by a different group, and they're being transparent also with us, and we're learning a lot from the new group as well.